6:51, time for the morning sprint.
Happening tonight, the Department of Transportation wants your input on the future of the Beltline. The DOT hosted the first of two public meetings last night to give people a chance to talk about those long-range plans. There will be another meeting tonight at 5 o'clock at the Village on Park in Madison.
Just over the past 6 days, Madison police have responded to 4 separate shots fired incidents, all of them happening in the city's Allied Duns Marsh neighborhood. On Channel3000.com this morning, we have a deeper look at the issues and how community leaders are trying to find a solution to curb the violence.
New data shows a sharp increase in type 2 diabetes among children in Wisconsin. Figures from UW Health show a nearly 200% increase in the number of kids cases over the past several years. In 2018, 5.8% of pediatric patients with new onset diabetes had type 2. In 2021, that number grew to 16.4%.
Human Rights Watch says Americans lack of access to affordable insulin and other life-saving medication may contribute to human rights abuses. A new report from the organization describes how lawmakers' failure to regulate the pharmaceutical industry undermines the right to health and disproportionately impacts marginalized communities.
Health experts are recommending children be screened for anxiety starting at age 8. The guidance from the U.S. Preventative Services Task Force reflects the worsening mental health crisis among young people since the start of the pandemic. The group says there is not enough evidence to recommend routine suicide screening.
Comedian and actor Gilbert Gottfried has passed away. The cause said to be a rare genetic muscle disease that can trigger a dangerously abnormal heartbeat. Rising to fame in the 1990s with his stand-up comedy, he was known for his distinct voice, which he employed as his role as Iago in the Disney classic Aladdin. Gottfried leaves behind a wife and 2 kids. He was 67 years old.
Gas prices could be on the rise once again. Crude oil prices soaring back above $100 a barrel yesterday. This as OPEC slashed its forecast for this year's Russian oil production. OPEC did upgrade its U.S. oil production this year, but it's expected to be less than half the amount of barrels forecasted to be cut from Russia's output.
Congress has asked the FTC to investigate the Washington Commanders football team. The House Committee on Oversight and Reform says it found information and documents that show a possible pattern of concerning business practices within the Commanders organization. The committee says the team owner, Daniel Snyder, may have taken part in the unlawful practice that impacted thousands of fans and the NFL. A spokesperson for the Commanders denies the allegations and says they will continue to cooperate with the investigation.
The Brewers looking to bounce back after a scoreless loss to the Baltimore Orioles. The Bats were more alive last night as new signee Andrew McCutchen would drive in 3 runs, including the game-leading run in the 7th. The Brewers go on to win 5-4. First pitch for the crew tonight is 6:05.
And tomorrow morning, our crew is going to be at American Family Field as the Brewers prepare for their home opener against the Cardinals. Leah and Josh will be there. That's you.
Hey!
You're going to be in Milwaukee reporting live all morning long starting at 5.
Everything you need to know about tickets, tailgating, maybe a little bit of fun, too. Stay tuned, folks. Meanwhile, back home in Madison, Greg Gard adding a boost to his backcourt for next season. Racine native Kamari McGee announcing he's transferring to Wisconsin. As a freshman at UW Green Bay, McGee averaged just under 12 points a game and was named to the Horizon League's all-freshman team.
The NBA play-in tournament began last night, so we know who's in the playoffs and who's out. It's the second season under this new system. In the East, the Brooklyn Nets handled the Cavs to secure the 7th seed. They'll play the Boston Celtics in the first round. In the West, the Timberwolves came from behind to beat the LA Clippers. They'll now open up the playoffs against the Memphis Grizzlies.
We are still tracking some showers over parts of the upper Midwest this morning. Not a ton of thunder, but nonetheless, a couple of thunderstorms can't be ruled out before all is said and done. Your cold front still back over Iowa at this point, so we're going to still see the opportunity to see some showers and thunderstorms early, but for the most part, this has all been showers. Your severe weather threat is way limited, but it's not zero. So still be aware of the possibility of some stronger thunderstorms. We're at 60 now. We're going to top out with our temperatures into the middle 60s, back down into the 40s by the time we get you towards 7 o'clock this evening. In fact, at 7, we'll still be seeing showers with temperatures perhaps at 47 degrees. Let's talk the extended forecast. 40s are going to hang out with us for quite some time. Into Easter weekend, you were seeing that. Snow showers are going to be possible at night on Easter, with a rain-snow mix being possible Monday, starting off next week. We could also see snow at night on Tuesday and Wednesday next week.
Again, any chance of anything severe later today?
A very small chance.
Okay.
Okay, we know
deal.
you're going to keep tracking it. Thank you, Chris.
My pleasure.
Thanks for joining us, folks. Stay tuned right here to News 3 Now and Channel3000.com to any updates to your forecast. Get ready for those terrace chairs coming out today. We'll see you out on the Memorial Terrace this spring.